Welcome to the podcast of School Beyond Limitations. In this podcast, you will learn how to guide your child through their school life with the intention to help them find their unique essence that will allow your daughter, your son to live a fulfilled and meaningful life. The skill of listening carefully. My name is Dr. Martina. I'm the CEO, co-founder and designer of the school model of School Beyond Limitations. If you would like your child to live a fulfilled and meaningful life, then this may be the channel for you. Well, the skill of listening carefully, I would just like to share with you an encounter that I just had with one of our students. And the student was talking about how he's feeling at the moment and what he's doing at the moment, and we were having a chit chat about future, about current goals and future goals, and so many different things. And one thing that came out in this conversation was, actually, I feel a little bit exhausted because I have so many different things in my mind I would like to do. And these are so many various things that they overloaded me and overwhelmed me. And now I don't feel completely at ease anymore in this specific moment. So we started talking about it. I asked questions, and it came to the surface that indeed there were so many different things, but the underlying aspect of the student was a specific skill that this student brings along. And it's the skill of communicating with people. So that's the underlying skill. And the student came to the understanding, suddenly it was like an epiphany again. Okay, communicating can be done in various roles, in various jobs, in various situations. And it does not make sense necessarily to be so extremely clear about the exact future job that I will be doing. And this was an epiphany once again. And this was an insight once again. And this was the opportunity to talk about it, and the opportunity to being listened to allowed for the student to get clarity with regards to that, and to take the pressure away from him. There is no such pressure. You do not have to pursue everything that is appealing to you at the same time. You can do different things, of course, eventually, but you can go today in this direction where communication skills are required. And if this makes you feel, good about it, then you do it for a while, and then you realize, okay, now I've seen it, I've experienced it, I've done something about it, I've brought and taken my academic studies forward in this specific area, and now I look into something else, and so forth. So I start trusting the process. So why is listening carefully so extremely important? Because first and foremost, it allows for a person to feel seen. It allows for a relationship to grow. And once the relationship has grown into something that we call trust, into something that we call love, into something that we call being seen and understood, then, the connection that is taking place allows for the answers to unfold, for the answers to come out, because the communication is effective. The communication is connected. It's not, the communication is not driven by an expectation. I need to reach this and that now. It's driven by the willingness and the underlying energy of care, of love, as I mentioned before. And that allows for the respective other who is listened to, to establish this kind of conflict resolution that is within themselves. So in this specific case, the student was really conflicted with regards to all these different doors that seemed to be closed in front of him, because so many different things appeared in his life. And by being listened to, and by also experiencing empathy from the other side, growth was able to happen. Growth, personal development that allowed for the student to realize, actually, as I said before, the answer is within myself. And I know exactly in which direction I should be going. And that emphasized the clarity within himself, that he has got so many choices open. He can go in whatever direction, because each direction that allows for this specific student to work on and allow his communication skills to come to the surface, all these directions are the right directions, because they help himself to experience the different options that the communication skill that he has already established so well can, provide him with new ways forward. And last but not least, you can imagine that this boosts the morale. This boosts really self-confidence, the spirit, the frequency, the energy, the clarity, and the motivation and inspiration at the end of the day. And if the energy is high, if I do not pressurize by myself by, saying I need to do this now because, but I allow this to unfold, of course, by still doing it, not by being lazy about it, by doing it, then I go forward. That's why listening carefully, listening actively, being there for students, for your children, being there for whomever you would like to be there for, is so extremely important. And this is something that we really highly practice at School Beyond Limitations. So if you think that your daughter, your son would benefit from a surrounding, from a learning environment that is built up on empathy, up on listening actively so that the person feels seen, then please reach out to us and we will help the student find their inner essence, their inner element, their inner voice, their inner why that can be then extrapolated in different ways, and so that the student is able to live a fulfilled and meaningful life. And you will find the website in the description. I'm looking forward to meeting you soon. At School Beyond Limitations, we support our students find their unique essence. Feel free to share the content of this podcast with other parents. We are here to show that your children can indeed bring their unique essence into life. So, reach out to us if you think that this is what you'd like your daughter, your son to experience, or apply through our website. Also, leave your comments, your questions, or your review about the podcast. Share it with others. And as you know, sharing is caring.